lying to us about this, that, and the other thing. And now I'm supposed to believe you're one of the good guys. You're one of the straight shooters now.
I know this guy has an obsession with money. He didn't get the name Money Mayweather for no reason. But after a bit, you've got to start to question this guy's sanity.
I'm shopping, spending money, living life. Money May.
Joe Rogan confronts Floyd Mayweather on his podcast, exposing the former boxer's massive financial issues. He highlights Mayweather's shocking $500 million debt and confirms that $20 million is still owed to the IRS. Rogan questions Floyd's lavish lifestyle, calling it unsustainable and reckless, sparking serious concerns about Mayweather's financial future.
I owe that money to the IRS. How much does he owe?
It's in the $20+ million range.
It's a lot of money, man.
But it's not something that he's been, it's not like deception.
No.
It's just neglect to pay.
Neglect. And it's also like, I think, and there is like a truth to this. He makes so much money. There's probably a point when they're like, hey, it's time to pay your taxes. And you go like, all right, here's a check for $25 million. That's an incredible amount of money. And then they go, that's true, but you owe 50 more. And he's just like, that can't be right. I've given you $25 million.
Yeah, he's bought over 100 luxury cars from the same dealer and always pays in cash.
He has $15 million worth of cars.
Congrats. You can sell those. Money. He needs that money. That money has to keep coming in if you're going to live like this.
It's not that expensive, though, but...
He's only 46. But he does this with everything, man. He's got $1 million watches.
I don't think he buys every pair.
Floyd Mayweather has long been known for flaunting his luxurious lifestyle, often displaying stacks of cash, designer clothes, and exotic cars on social media. However, behind the glittering surface lies a darker reality. While he continues to spend heavily, he reportedly owes millions to tax authorities and various lenders. This contradiction between his public image and financial responsibilities paints a troubling picture. It's a glaring example of how unchecked spending can overshadow even the most successful careers, raising serious doubts about the sustainability of his financial empire.
How do the people around him, how do the lawyers that I'm sure that he employs, the financial people that are probably running his life, telling him to stop spending $1 million a day, how do they not deal with his taxes?
Well, listen, he apparently had a tough time reading the thing, as they say. Like he didn't know what he couldn't read like
that's BS.
Something.
That is BS.
They said something
Time
like
out.
that.
He is paying. I'm sure he's got a litany of people in his world.
I happen to agree.
Financial management people.
You think so?
How long before he's suing somebody for mismanagement of funds?
Listen,
you know that's happening.
You'd certainly think so. By the way, they announced, I'll get your calls in a second, they did announce the pricing for Mayweather-McGregor. $100 for a high def, $90 for standard def. So there you go.
In Floyd's earlier years, his explosive talent and technical brilliance made him a fan favorite. But over time, he transformed into a symbol of wealth rather than sport. Joe Rogan observed this shift and criticized how Floyd's focus turned from competitive drive to financial gain. The transition wasn't just in branding, it influenced how Floyd approached his fights and how he engaged with the public. Rogan's remarks highlighted that what once was a pursuit of greatness became a calculated business built around controversy, bravado, and dollar signs.
Floyd went from being like a real exciting pressure fighter and he had a bunch of hand problems to like Money Mayweather, start talking just boxing people's faces off. No more hand problems, much more money.
Yeah, I love what he's doing too, beating up these YouTube guys.
It's crazy.
I love it.
It's so funny that these guys are willing to get beat up by him.
Well, I think they're all delusional.
And one of the reasons why people watch him fight is not because he's like Mike Tyson, just goes out and destroys people. They like watching him fight because they hate him. Because he talks so much shit. And he's like, look at my $1 million watch. Look at my fucking jet. Look at my house. Look at this. He's like constantly showing you all these things that he has. Like he'll lay out watches in a hotel bed. Like this is $1 million worth of watches. This watch goes for $2 million. And they're like, this is my small watch that I take sometimes. But when I'll show you, when I'll show up, I bring out the big boy and it brings out this watch that's covered in diamonds. It's like $5 million. And so you hate him.
The Ethereum Max scandal brought significant backlash. Mayweather's promotion of the cryptocurrency was seen by many as opportunistic, especially given the serious losses investors faced. Allegations of a pump-and-dump scheme damaged his credibility, suggesting that he prioritized personal gain over ethical responsibility. The lawsuit that followed raised questions about celebrity influence and accountability in the world of financial endorsements, casting a long shadow over Mayweather's reputation.
Kim Kardashian and Floyd Mayweather are being sued over crypto. The pair was allegedly involved in a crypto scam under the name Ethereum Max, which has no affiliation to actual Ethereum. Kim Kardashian had posted on Instagram promoting the token, which shot up in price and eventually came crashing down as so many do. People believe Kim and Floyd, who promoted the product during his fight with Logan Paul, held a certain percentage of the token and made millions selling. Even NBA star Paul Pierce is getting wrapped up in the whole thing. I learned about this story on Morning Brew. It's a daily email newsletter that keeps you up to date on the hottest business news from Silicon Valley to Wall Street. It's also completely free, so subscribe at the link on the comment of this video to get smart fast.
In response to the growing criticism, Mayweather has remained largely unapologetic. He continues to post about wealth and success as if insulated from public discontent. However, this strategy may backfire. The more he tries to project control and dominance, the more it highlights the contrast between his image and the controversies swirling around him.
And everybody in the crypto world is competing with one another. Whereas I feel like everybody should be able to choose what they want to choose and go with who they want to go with. I think everybody should work together. And what I always did was I believed in myself. Before anybody else believed in me, I believed in myself.
Observers have noticed a growing pattern, one where Mayweather appears more interested in spectacle than substance. From outlandish purchases to bizarre public appearances, it seems he's leaning into the persona rather than working to restore trust. This shift in behavior could signify a deeper disconnect from reality, where fame becomes a mask hiding financial chaos.
You won't believe this. Floyd Mayweather is back in the NFT space to launch his metaverse called Mayweverse. There will be 5,000 NFTs with different utility, rarity levels, and rewards. But this NFT project is after a series of NFT and crypto scams he's started and promoted throughout the years. Some abandoned projects are Centra ICO, Ethereum Max, Floyd NFT, Bored Bunny, scamming his supporters for over more than $5 million. What do you think? Follow for more NFT news.
Joe Rogan has never hesitated to speak his mind, and his take on cryptocurrency echoed the concerns of many. He drew a parallel between crypto and high-stakes gambling, suggesting that while it might be legal, it's ethically murky. This stance reflects broader anxieties about how celebrities like Mayweather use their platforms to endorse risky investments.
Filled with weirdos. Like everyone that I've talked to that wants to come to me with some idea, it's always very strange. Like when people have come to, like my business manager with financial propositions, they're always, it's logical. Like it makes sense. Oh, invest in this. This is a fund and it does this. And this is how you get a return on your investment. None of that stuff ever made any sense to me. I avoided all of it, luckily, but I was propositioned by multiple different entities about these kind of things. And I was like, I don't know what you're saying. I don't know, like, why would anybody buy an NFT? Like, it's a non-fungible token, and then you put it in a NFT wallet, and you have this thing. I'm like, but I have the same thing on my phone. I can take a screenshot.
Rogan's critique extends to the culture surrounding digital investments. He pointed out how people, lured by the promise of fast money, often overlook the volatility and lack of transparency in the crypto space. His dismissive term for NFT enthusiasts underscores how disconnected he feels from this growing trend. The comment serves not only as a personal opinion, but also as a cultural commentary on how quickly hype can replace reason when it comes to financial decisions.
It seems like it's legal gambling is what it is. And it seems like, even though it's horrible to do and very unethical to dump it, to pump and dump it, it seems like that's legal for some weird reason. Yeah. Because I know that's the turmoil around the Haktua coin. And
I want to start by saying thank you to all my true fans and all the people that actually watch my stuff and they keep up with me. We're trying to sort out all the pieces and stuff to get all this figured out and make everything right. Oh my God, I'm going to cry.
No, don't cry. Don't cry.
That's the fear about the Trump coin. Yeah. And because anybody can kind of make money now, which is so strange. And we're like, we make a JRE coin. What if we didn't dump it? What if we didn't pump and dump it? Like, what would it be for? How can you just do that? How can you just...
regulations are have not caught up yet, right? So, and you see that any new emerging business, industry, technology, I think there are people who look and go, there's an opportunity here because, regulatory policy hasn't caught.
Rogan's comments about Floyd's limitations in other combat sports were blunt but resonated with many. It's one thing to dominate in a controlled environment, but quite another to step into unfamiliar territory. Rogan's criticism underscored that Mayweather's brand of confidence doesn't translate to credibility in every arena. It's a reminder that wealth alone doesn't buy respect in disciplines where genuine skill still reigns supreme.